We're back on the Chef You and I, and you know, Charlotte, I forgot to mention that it was, you know, we had white vinegar, or no.
We had red wine vinegar,
Right.
and also we used a light
Olive oil?
olive oil.
Right. So it was really,
That's for the vinegar.
really, so this was probably maybe 60 calories, not even that. Right, so it made it great. So that watermelon salad, that's going to be up on our website as well. But our next dish, which I love making for my husband now, so it's because it's so fun. You know, London broil, which is flank steak, basically, is an easy thing that you can throw on the grill, and you can make a Philly cheesesteak. And if you want to make it really light, this is the great kind of meat to use.
Right, and you know, I have to tell you that this summer was the first time that I had ever used flank steak, because I was afraid. I mean, because I'm really picky about certain meats, and I was afraid to try flank steak, but you showed me some really neat tricks, like cutting it against the grain, and then, especially for these cheesesteaks.
Right.
Say that 3 times.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to say that sometimes, isn't it?
It is.
Well, here's the thing. This recipe is a multi-grain, wonderful pita that I want to show you from the Kontos Company. That's really gorgeous. We're going to put those on the grill in just a minute. But what we have to do first is, now there's only going to be 4 of us for dinner, so this is about a pound of a flank steak or a London broil. Not hard to do, easy to do. You're going to put this on your grill, a hot grill, but the first thing that we're going to do with this is we're going to use olive oil, which I use for everything, by the way.
I do too.
And what we're going to do is we're going to baste it with olive oil, and just baste it just like this.
And that's extra.
That's
extra
virgin light olive oil, and I use that all the time in everything I do.
Right.
And then what you want to do it is on both sides.
Right.
All right. And then you want to salt and pepper it. This is how simple this is. I can't even believe, you know.
Right. You don't have to marinate it, which you and I had talked about.
Right.
That there's this just doesn't have to be for
that's right, and there's just not a lot of fat on flank steak, which makes it really nice.
So it's a very lean meat.
So I need the salt and pepper.
Okay.
And I need you to do me a favor. I need you. We're going to use 1 large red onion, which we've already peeled, and all you have to do is cut it into 1/4-inch slices. Can you do that?
I can do that.
And then we're going to put the salt and pepper. If you want to use garlic salt or you want to use anything extra or other seasoning, you can do this. It's just, I can't eat garlic, as you all know. So we're going to do that, and we're going to turn that over, and we're going to put the salt and pepper on this side. And we're going to put our London broil on top of the grill, and we're going to grill it for 2 to 4 minutes on each side. And I know that sounds like it's going to be raw, but here's the deal, Charlotte. And I know you don't like rare meat, but it has to be pink, and you can't get it too done, okay? Because we're going to put it in the oven under the broiler, on the actual sandwich, and we're going to broil it with the cheese. We've got some provolone, beautiful provolone cheese that we're going to put on top of our meat, onions, and cheese.
And the onions are going on the grill too, correct?
Right, they're going to go on the grill, and we're going to put a little bit of olive oil on them as well. Okay? So we need to now go out and turn the grill on and get it ready so that we can go out there and do a little bit of grilling.
Yeah.
Okay?
Maybe we'll call the guys in to help us with that.
Why don't we get the guys in to help us, and we'll be right back on the Chef You and I.
Great.
Hi, this is Kathryn Raaker. We're back on the Chef You and I, and we're out here with our London broil, or flank steak, on the grill. We've done one side of it, and I want the camera guy to get that for us. And we also have our onions that are simmering. And you want to have this on for at least 4 minutes on either side, maybe 5. It all depends, but you want it to be pink inside. So that's what it looks like right now. So, and then our onions that are right here, they're looking good. And I'm going to turn those over. And they want to get real soft.
Right.
Right.
So you want to caramelize them, right?
Well, a little bit, not much.
Okay.
Because you're going to put them, remember, we're going to put them on the broiler.
Right.
Until the cheese melts. So it's going to actually
Finish cooking?
Yeah, finish cooking.
Okay.
So I always leave the onions on just a little longer.
Okay.
And could you do me a favor, one of our guys, can you go get me a spatula? Oh, it's right here. I forgot. Sorry, we didn't see that the spatula was right there, so we're going to turn those over. Like that. They look good. It's starting to happen really well. So they look good. And this is fairly easy to do. I mean,
oh yeah, this has taken no time at all.
I know. And it really turns out really, really nice, Charlotte. So
I'm looking forward to it.
now look at how beautiful that is.
Oh, that is beautiful.
In just a minute or two, we're going to take it off and we're going to slice it up very thin.
All right.
On the grain. And
against the grain.
Against the grain, I'm sorry. Against the grain. I don't know why I wanted to say the grain. But anyhow, against the grain so that it comes out in very, very thin slices.
Right.
Because if you think of about a Philly cheesesteak, you think very, very thin meat.
Right.
And a lot of times people use the thinnest meat like steakums, right?
Right.
But this meat is actually much better for you. It tastes really, really good. And you
it's
could,
very lean.
It's very lean, and you could marinate it. Whoops.
But we just used olive oil and salt and pepper, right?
That's it. You could use garlic salt, you could use lemon and pepper, you could marinate it if you want to, but this is a really simple recipe, and our people really, really like our recipes, Charlotte, because they're healthy and they're easy to do. And look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
That's beautiful.
All right. And in just a minute or two, we're going to take it off, and then we're going to go back inside, and then we're going to put it in the grill. And it doesn't matter if they break up right now, because actually, we're going to break them up anyhow.
Exactly.
Okay.
All right.
So we'll be right back in just a minute or two, and we'll be putting it under the broiler.
Yum.
We're back on the Chef You and I, and we just came back from the grill. Look at how beautiful that meat is. Really beautiful.
It is.
And it's got a little bit of blood, but it's red in the center. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cut this very thin, just like that, Charlotte.
Oh,
right? See how easy that is?
Right. And you mentioned to me that it's important to let the meat rest.
That's right. And we did let the meat rest.
We did do that.
And then we've got the onions right there, so the camera will look at the onions there for a minute. And then what we're going to do is we're going to assemble this. And so I need you to cut the multigrain pita in half.
Right, and we had put these on the grill.
Right.
For just a couple of
20 seconds each on each side.
Right.
Because you don't want them to get hard.
You just want to heat them up.
Right.
Right.
All right. And what we're going to do is assemble 2 or 3.
Right.
Whatever we have.
We'll do here a couple. So we're going to put the meat on first.
We're going to put the meat on first. Okay. And then we're going to do our onions, and then we're going to put our cheese on last.
Okay.
Okay. And then the top part of the actual flatbread is going to go on top after the sandwich is done.
After you've taken it out of the broiler.
Right.
And we're using provolone, but you could use other cheeses, right?
You can use Swiss. You can use whatever your favorite cheese is.
Right.
But for Philly cheesesteaks, real Philly cheesesteaks, they use provolone, or they use you can use whatever you like.
Swiss.
Okay. Or Swiss, or whatever you like.
All
or
right.
A cheddar even, a white cheddar. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take and put this here.
Okay.
And then we're just going to
We're just going to pile it on, right?
We're going to pile it on because it's so thin, it's easy, right?
Right.
Easy to do.
And then you just want some
your onions on there.
I
And
like
then-
onions.
Yeah, and
especially
then-
when they're grilled. They're nice
And
and,
then
sweet.
you want your cheese. Doesn't that look beautiful?
Oh, that is pretty.
All right, that's going to be beautiful. And now
then
we're
we're
going to
gonna
put
put it
it
over
right
there.
here, over here.
So can I do
Yeah,
one?
go do one.
Okay.
And I'll keep on cutting because
Okay.
we've got more and
I'll
we've
keep-
got hungry people.
We do.
And,
so,
you know, this is nice for a crowd even. You know, everybody loves Philly cheesesteaks.
right. And, you know, you could just do these open face for that matter.
Yeah, we can do one that's an open face. How about that?
That sounds good to me.
Sounds good to you? Sounds good to
Yeah.
me, too.
All right.
And because I'm always watching my weight constantly, everybody is, this is actually lighter, and you can get these easily,
Okay.
okay?
So,
So-
I don't want to reach across you while you're cutting.
No, I'm
so-
doing this real quick.
Okay.
And then we're going to put this under the broiler for about 2 or 3 minutes until the cheese melts, right? And let's see what we got here.
Okay, well, we
let
got
me-
this one.
Okay.
I just need to put some cheese on it.
Okay, here's the cheese.
That's going to be beautiful.
And then let's do this
You want
one.
to do these?
Yeah,
too?
we'll do some more. We'll go out and do some more of the
Okay.
while we're waiting.
All right. And then we'll just put these in the oven
Yeah,
and
it'll
we'll
be great.
be right back, right?
Yeah, we'll be right back in just a moment. And we'll bring it under the broiler. Charlotte, we put it under the broiler and look how beautiful they
Those
are. How
are
easy that
gorgeous.
was
Yeah.
to do. So, you know, if you're a new cook and you want to do something spectacular for your friends, right? And, you know, I need to get something besides I have to pull it out. All right,
Yeah, they're
so we're
kinda
gonna-
big.
They are kind of big. So, actually, you can either have them like this, right? Or you can have them.
We can
You
take
can
and-
you take and cut
Sure.
that, and then you really don't need. I don't think to heat it for the topping because you can or you can't. It doesn't make any difference. I
Okay.
think so. If you could slice that for me, I'd appreciate it.
Sure.
So that was pretty simple. I'm going to give you the recipe because I think it's really easy for you to do. It makes 4 sandwiches if you use 1 pound of London broil. Remember, you take and you rub butter or olive oil, sprinkle with salt and pepper, and then you take 1 large red onion, you cut it up in 1/4 inch
Slices.
and you actually rub that with olive oil, which we did,
And salt and pepper.
and salt and pepper, and then we have the wonderful provolone cheese that we use because we like provolone cheese, and it made it simple. So it didn't really take us that long to do it,
Not long at all.
and it was easy to do, wasn't it?
It was, and it was a lot of fun. And you know, just learning how to use the London broil in a sandwich like this, it's just
Or you can have London broil in a lot of different ways.
Yeah,
And a lot of people
fajitas.
are afraid to try flank steak, but actually flank steak is delicious.
Yeah.
So let's put these on the things for the guys.
all right.
Because I know they're hungry,
Yeah.
right? And we're going to take a break, and we'll be back to have something wonderful,
All right.
and which is going to be our spinach. What? Pie?
Our spinach pie.
And then we're going to be doing our
Baklava.
All right, we'll be right back on the Chef You and I with Kathryn Raaker and my friend Charlotte Rinderknecht of Studio Kinate.